Stop. Before you log into your brokerage account and start pulling money out of your 401k, I need you to watch this video first. Because right now, a record 6% of Americans tapped their 401k for hardship withdrawals in 2025. That's up from 4.8% the year before, and more than triple the pre-pandemic average of about 2% per year. Elder Lancers. People are raiding their retirement nest eggs for foreclosures. Medical bills. Basic living expenses. And here's the thing that makes me angry. Most of these people have no idea that there are 8 countries on this planet where their social security check, by itself, nothing else, covers everything. Rent, food, healthcare, transportation, entertainment, all of it. Your 401k doesn't even need to be part of the conversation. Let me show you exactly where and exactly how. The 401k reality check. Let's start with where most Americans actually stand right now, because I want you to see the full picture before we get into the good news. The average Social Security check for a retired worker in January 2026 is $2,071 per month. That's $24,852 a year. Social Security benefits are designed to replace around 40% of your pre-retirement income. That's it. 40 cents on the dollar. And yet, 64% of Americans worry more about running out of savings than they worry about dying. 63% list healthcare costs as their single biggest financial fear in retirement. And 43% already believe Social Security alone will fall short. That fear is real. And it's completely valid if you plan to retire inside the United States. But here's what changes everything. That $2,071 a month isn't a poverty-level check in most of the world. In the 8 countries I'm about to walk you through, it's genuinely enough. Not barely enough. Comfortably enough. Overseas couples can live well abroad from $1,400 to $3,300 per month, with housing being the single biggest variable. And at the lower end of that range, a single Social Security check for many retirees already gets you there. Country number 1, Thailand. Let's start in Southeast Asia, because Thailand is where the numbers get almost hard to believe. A single retiree living on $1,200 a month in Chiang Mai can get a $300 studio, eat Thai food for $10 a day, and still have money left over at the end of the month. But let's talk about a couple, because a lot of you watching this are planning to retire with your spouse. A couple living on 2 average Social Security checks, around $3,800 a month, can live luxuriously in Thailand. A beachside 2-bedroom bungalow in Pattaya or Hua Hin for under $1,000, groceries for $300 to $400 a month, and meals out whenever the mood strikes. Even running air conditioning 24 hours a day, electricity rarely exceeds $150 a month. And transportation? A 2-hour deep tissue massage runs about $12. Weekly maid service costs $15. High-speed internet, nearly 1 gigabit per second, for under $20 a month. For the retirement visa, you need to be at least 50 years old and show proof of financial stability. The visa allows retirees to stay for an extended period and can be renewed annually. 1 Social Security check. Thailand. Done. Country number 2, Colombia. Colombia has had one of the most remarkable turnarounds of any country in modern memory. Medellin, once considered one of the most dangerous cities on earth, now wins international awards for urban innovation. And retirees from the US and Canada are discovering it fast. Upscale living in Colombia is often possible for $1,200 to $2,000 per month. That's not budget living. That's a housekeeper, private health care, restaurant meals, and a comfortable apartment in a safe, modern neighborhood. Medellin's nickname, the City of Eternal Spring, is earned. It holds 70 degrees Fahrenheit year-round. Never hot, never cold. And the metro system is one of Latin America's finest, clean, safe, and efficient, connecting to cable cars that go up into the mountains. Average Social Security check, $2,071. Average monthly budget in Medellin at a comfortable level, well under $2,000. You're actually ahead. Country number 3, Mexico. Mexico deserves its own conversation because it's uniquely positioned for American retirees. With over 1 million American expats already living there, Mexico offers something no other country can. You can retire abroad without really feeling like you've left home. 3-hour flights back to the U.S. Familiar stores. English widely spoken in expat communities. Lake Chapala, near Guadalajara, hosts the world's largest expat community, over 20,000 Americans and Canadians. Wednesday markets feel like Iowa farmers markets. You can live entirely in English if you prefer. Cost of living? A typical retiree in Mexico spends $2,000 to $2,500 per month, covering rent, utilities, groceries, dining out, healthcare, transport, and entertainment. For a single retiree on an average Social Security check of $2,071, Mexico is essentially a wash at the lower end. And if you delay your Social Security claim to 67 or 70, you're genuinely comfortable. Country number 4, Portugal. Portugal has been the top-ranked European retirement destination for years. And the reasons are hard to argue with. Cost-wise, Portugal comes in meaningfully lower than the U.S. overall. The bigger win is lifestyle design. Portugal makes it easier to live small on purpose, smaller apartments, smaller towns, smaller daily needs. In smaller towns and villages across Portugal, couples can live comfortably on as little as €1,800 per month. And Portugal is known for having the most affordable cost of living in all of Western Europe, on average 30% lower than any other country in the region. In little villages in the heart of Portugal, furnished rentals start at only $450 a month. In Lisbon, a one-bedroom furnished apartment in the city center runs under $1,000. A stylish two-bedroom can be yours for around $1,300. For visa purposes, Portugal's D7 passive income visa is designed precisely for retirees with Social Security or pension income. Country number 5, Panama. Panama is the one that keeps surprising people because most Americans don't even think of it. Panama doesn't tax foreign-sourced income. That means your Social Security check, your pension, your investment income, generally not taxed locally in Panama at all. The country runs on US dollars. Literally. No currency risk, no conversion headaches, no surprises when you check your bank balance. Retirees in Panama can live comfortably on $1,500 to $2,500 per month, depending on lifestyle and location. And Panama City is a genuine modern metropolis, world-class hospitals, international restaurants, and direct flights to major U.S. cities. Country number 6, Greece. International Living's 2026 Retirement Index named Greece its top overall spot, pointing to affordability and a lifestyle that genuinely supports healthy aging. Greece introduced a flat 7% tax on foreign pension income for qualifying retirees. That means your Social Security, taxed at just 7%, flat. For most people moving from a U.S. state with income tax, that's actually a tax cut. A retired couple in Greece can live comfortably on approximately €1,500 to €2,500 per month. And the culture has something money can't buy. Connection is literally built into the daily rhythm. You're bumping into people, chatting, lingering, being human. Research consistently shows that strong social connection is one of the biggest predictors of health and longevity in retirement. Greece essentially has it structured into the architecture of daily life. Country number 7, Costa Rica. Costa Rica has a phrase, pura vida. Pure life. And it's not just a tourism slogan. It's a genuine cultural philosophy about slowing down, enjoying what's in front of you, and letting go of the noise. Single retirees in Costa Rica can live well on $1,600 to $2,000 per month. Couples can enjoy a high-comfort lifestyle for $2,000 to $2,500 per month. Costa Rica's pension-due retirement visa has one of the lowest income requirements of any country, just $1,000 per month in proven pension or Social Security income. For most American retirees, that's easily met. The country has political stability, no standing army since 1948, universal health care accessible to legal residents, and one of the highest life expectancies in Latin America. Country number 8, Malaysia. Malaysia is the wild card that almost nobody on this side of the world is talking about, and that's exactly why it belongs on this list. Retirees in Malaysia can live comfortably on as little as $1,500 per month. English is widely spoken, it's an official working language. The healthcare system is internationally ranked and remarkably affordable. And the food culture is one of the most celebrated in the world. Malaysia's MM2H, My Second Home, visa program allows retirees to live there long-term with relatively straightforward financial requirements. The country has a massive, established expat community and a modern infrastructure that genuinely surprises first-time visitors. Kuala Lumpur has a subway system, world-class hospitals, shopping, and international dining, at a fraction of what the equivalent lifestyle would cost in any Western city. The 401k math. Now let's bring this back to where we started. The 401k. The median retirement savings in America is $87,000. That's the median, meaning half of Americans over 50 have less than that saved. If you retire in the United States on $2,071 per month Social Security and $87,000 in savings, running a basic 4% safe withdrawal rate, you're adding about $290 a month from your savings. That's $2,361 total per month. In almost any American city, that is a difficult, stressful retirement. Now take that same $2,071 Social Security check to Thailand, Colombia, Mexico, Panama, Portugal, Greece, Costa Rica, Malaysia. Suddenly that check doesn't just cover your rent. It covers your rent, your food, your health care, your transportation, and your entertainment, and in several of these countries, it leaves money over at the end of the month. Your 401k doesn't get touched. It sits there. It keeps growing. It becomes your emergency fund, your travel budget, your inheritance, your security blanket, instead of your survival mechanism. That is the math nobody is laying out clearly enough. I want to be honest with you about something before I let you go. This move isn't for everyone. It takes research, flexibility, and a willingness to step outside what's familiar. But if you're watching this channel, I already know something about you. You're the kind of person who asks questions before they're in trouble. That puts you ahead of most people. 73% of Americans worry that the rising cost of living will derail their retirement plans. That worry is completely legitimate inside the United States. But outside it, the math changes completely. Your Social Security check was never meant to be enough in America. In these 8 countries, it is. Don't touch that 401k until you've looked at every option on the table. See you in the next one.